Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Satsang with Salini. I'm Salini, and I'm here to be with you for the evening and to walk us through a satsang of truth, love, and healing. If you're new to my work, we do a satsang. I do a satsang, which is a truth dialogue, which has to do with giving you wisdom, sending you loving energy, and then we go to a live Zoom around 8:30 or 8:45, somewhere in there, wherever I'm done talking. And then you have a chance to receive a healing and ask for a healing for your family members. And that's what I do. So here we are for another satsang. And so I'm here to tell you that I've been through another initiation and another healing, and I'm really happy to share that with you. I'm hoping that this is kind of solid from this point on. I just had to pass through another, I had to have surgery here on the side of my jaw for teeth stuff. And then I had a huge release of trauma, which I felt leave my body. And I've been working and working and working on that for a solid year. And a lot of these are ancient lifetimes, and some of it is the collective trauma of this planet that I've been working on to help heal everybody on this planet. So I'm one of the people that came in to help transmute the dark energy on this planet, which includes everybody's shadow karma energy. And I've been working on that for a long, long time. And as a result, it's been a really kind of rocky life. Needless to say, I was born into a dark family. You all know my story. And I was the only one who made it out, and I did all the transmuting for our bloodline. And as a result, anybody born into our family before or in the future will have a chance to ascend and to transmute their karma. So I'm here now doing it for the collective as a whole, and I'm working with each one of you as a whole, or as a group, or as an individual. For those of you who would like to have a session to either deprogram yourself, heal yourself of chronic illnesses, release karma, release trauma, I guarantee you that if you're ill, then it has nothing to do with diseases, because I'm going to tell you something right now. Diseases do not exist. There is no such thing as a disease. They're all labeled as diseases by doctors, but in reality, they're imbalances in your body system. Your holistic system is out of balance, and you are no longer in homeostasis. So it's either your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, or your spiritual body that's out of alignment. I work with all of those and help you to restore yourself back to where you really would like to be, which is at tip-top shape. So I just went through another big healing for myself. And, if any of you've been through it, I think you probably know what it's like to go through these healings and how incredibly draining it can be. And I noticed that from the time I moved here into this house, and I left behind the trauma of where I was living, that a lot of stuff surfaced and left me, because for the first time in my life, I really felt safe. And when that happens, you're going to start healing. So if that goes on for any of you, if you find yourself moving to places of safety, if you find yourself suddenly, in a position where you're capable and able to do some healing, you're going to start going through a lot of that. So that's one of the things I wanted to share with you. And as part of this, I got a very strong message from Divine Mother that I need to just stay in the Divine Mother. So I'm going to leave behind the political scenario and just move into the love scenario. And I really think that love is the main healer, and that love is what's going to take us out of this matrix and out of this oppression that we've been going through for thousands of years. That when you're really in love, nothing can get you, nothing can harm you, nothing can really interrupt the flow of your divine frequency when you allow yourself to stay there. Now, that it takes some work. You need to be meditating. You need to be focusing on your process, and you really need to focus on it. And there's not going to be anybody or anything that can really do it for you. I mean, we healers do it. We act as a conduit for the Holy Spirit, and we bring the healing to you. But you're the healer working with God, and we are the conduit in between. So, as a healer, and I don't know, many of you may already know all this, but I'm just sharing it in case there's some new people, because I feel like this is a new era. I'm a shaman as well as a Reiki master. So I'm an energy master, but I'm also a soul healer. So I can contact your soul and I can work with your issues that come from other lifetimes. And absolutely, yes, 100% reincarnation is real. So for those of you who may not know, it's real. Jesus taught reincarnation, and all those teachings were blanked out. There were 700 books that were taken out of the Bible and tossed out by the male-dominated church around 300 BC by Constantine. And then as we went along, there was a whole nother set of books, the Apocrypha, that was taken out in like early 1800s, like 1817 or something. So all along, they keep taking out parts that explain about healing. But you can find these secrets in Sanskrit teachings. And those of us who've come back from many lifetimes of being healers and shamans know that healing begins in the soul, and it also begins in the mind. And that when you're sick, it's a mental state of wrong thinking. And I don't mean wrong like you're bad. I mean wrong like maybe you believe in cancer, or you believe in all these things. I've had breast cancer, and the doctors gave me 3 months to live, and I'm still here. And that's because I don't believe in disease. I believe in the transmutation of energy, turning it from dark to light. And that's what I did with myself. And that's what we healers do. That the shamans go into your soul and they pull out, like, if you're in this body and this planet at this time, there are broken soul parts around here that you're looking for. We help you find those broken soul parts and reintegrate them into your body, mind, and spirit, and bring you back into alignment with your divinity. So it's really, really important to work with a shaman, and I've been a counselor, I've had traditional jobs, but I can be quite honest with you and say that I don't think counseling works. And that doesn't mean there are no good counselors. I'm just saying, unless they are spiritually based, really understand that you're in a spiritual journey, and some of them do. Otherwise, they're going to label you as histrionic or bipolar or whatever. And there's no truth to any of those labels, none whatsoever. And that doesn't mean that there aren't real mental illnesses out there. But the entire basis of psychology and psychiatry was created on the basis of Sigmund Freud's very, very, very corrupted works. Sigmund Freud was actually, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but was actually a pedophile and came from a family, an incested family, and he traumatized many of his patients in order to try to understand why they were the way they were. So he took them through trauma and studied them and caused trauma for them. So he was a trauma-based psychiatrist, and that's what psychology is based on. So that is modern psychology. Ancient psychology is based on astrology, and all Ayurvedic physicians and healers use astrology to diagnose you from past lifetimes. So if you're sick in this lifetime, it's something you brought from another lifetime, unless you got, hit by a car or something. But so people that follow Freud and those belief systems are not capable of helping you. Certainly not a psychiatrist. Absolutely not unless they're holistic. So I'm urging you to find holistic practitioners, whoever they may be, whether they be doctors. There are some good holistic doctors, whether they be psychiatrists, counselors, shamans, healers, whoever. but it needs to be somebody who's holistic and understands that this is a whole being. And if you go to a regular doctor, they've got one for your foot, one for your heart, one for your brain, one for your bloodstream, one for your bones. They are all separated. And you are not separated. You're one. You're absolutely one. So that's just a quick little discussion of what's going on with your body. Let me just check and see who's here tonight, if anybody's here. We've got hi Dee and hi Lolly. Let's go over to Facebook. What do we got on Facebook going on? Anything at all? There I am. Okay. So we got a few folks. Okay, great. Just wanted to make sure. I'm glad to see that people are there. Yeah, so I'm not saying that there's no good people in any of those professions. I'm just saying that if they've been educated to separate the body from the mind and the spirit, then they're not going to be very helpful. Hi, Linda. You really need to be with people that are very holistic and very spiritually awakened. Especially at this moment in history when we are about to have a massive global awakening. If people don't understand that, then that's not somebody that you really want to work with. They're just not awake enough. So let's talk briefly about, so how much time have I got? Okay. I just want to talk about what's happening briefly on the planet without going into any of the nasty stuff. We're in a global awakening. So we're in the Kali Yuga, which is the lowest, darkest period of the precession of the equinoxes. So the Sat Yuga is coming up. And we're at the tail end of the Kali Yuga, which is Kali, destruction. And Kali, by the way, is also love. But when you're at an end of a cycle, just like in seasons, it has, like the leaves fall from the tree, some of the plants die. Or when you're in the last stages of your life, you have to pass away. That's a Kali period. And then the period that follows afterwards is a resurrection, which is what Jesus demonstrated for us, or Yeshua demonstrated for us. And so we are experiencing the death cycle right now. This is the death of the matrix. This is the death of everything that we've known. It's definitely the death of the America that we've known. It's not ever going to be the same again. I'm sorry to say. We're not ever going back, folks. Never, ever, 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 ever will we return to this, the way this country was. But maybe that's a good thing. Because I don't think very many of us realize that we were the tyrant of the planet. Sure, we did some good things, but we're responsible for more murders, deaths, and wars than any other nation in history. And that's what we've been doing since World War II, overthrowing various countries. So it's time for us to be out of that cycle. And we're leaving that cycle once and for all. And I want to reassure you that it's definitely going to happen. And I know that we're in a scary time right now that looks kind of potentially war again. And so I'm recommitting myself to my Divine Mother role, which is to bring more love to the planet, to help us get to our Merkaba. Talking about war is not going to help us at this point. I feel like it's taken too long. So the more I looked at it and the more I thought about it, I thought it's time to focus on the purity of the love and of the awakening. And maybe here and there I'll talk a little bit about the other stuff. But just know that God has you. God has us. We're not going to be destroyed. This planet is not going to be destroyed. They're not going to allow it. The destiny of this planet is to rise and awaken and is to ascend. And we're there. We're almost there. You're seeing this is like the when your drain pipes or your plumbing gets plugged and you have to keep pushing the water through until finally it all shoots out at the end. When all the gunk is coming out right now. And of course, we have a lot of really horrible people running things, but not for much longer. Not for much longer. And in the meantime, you got to hang on to your spirituality, hang on to your loved ones, hang on to your community, to your spiritual practices, and to anything else that's carrying you through. And frankly, don't listen to too many scary truther stories because that's just, how does that help right now? Um, and I am one. I am one. But the point is that we went through all this time, 2.5 years, and I'll meet a little bit more if you count the time period of the ELECTION, which I don't want to say. And we've been, defrauded. So we can't know when that's going to shift. We don't know what's in play. What we know is that we have the power to transform ourselves. All of us do. And all of us need to be doing it. And that's the one thing you have the power over. There's no point in talking about things that are going to happen in the next ELECTI. There's no point in that at all. Probably won't be one because none of the other ones, they were defrauded. We can't have another one until that's fixed. So I don't think it's even going to take place. I think what's going to happen is all of us are going to slowly wake up and take our part in the awakening of the planet, whatever that might be. I could come up with a lot of shocking statistics, and I don't want to do that. There are some shocking things going on right now, which I happen to know about. And because I'm live on YouTube for the first time, I'm not going to talk about it. And I'm going to try to rebuild that channel. So I really appreciate if people would subscribe and, just check it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my spiritual roots, and we're going to do a reading. Oh, I guess I left my cards in the other room. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get the cards, and I'm going to throw some cards for you. How does that sound? All right. Okay, I got some cards. And here we go. Let's do some cards. So let's do some cards about the world, the state of the world, and how are we doing, world? How are we going to do? How is this going to end up? In the meantime, how are all of you? Is everybody hanging in there? Got any news you want to share with me? Let's put it below. So I'm shuffling. State of the world. How is it? State of the world. How is it? So go to Salini. You know how to spell my name, Salini, Divine Mother on YouTube. And please subscribe so that I can get this channel going. And I won't be talking about the bad guys. I can't. I'm not on YouTube. So if I have anything really crazy to talk about, go to Rumble. And there it will be. And we'll get back into the saddle here. Boy, this process I've been going through is like the most exhausting thing I've ever been in. It's definitely ascension. It's definitely transformation. It's definitely sacred alchemy. And I have some very highly powered alchemists from the other side working on me. And I'm feeling a lot better. So, what's going to happen to the USA? We need not the world, not just the USA. Okay, time to lay it out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, baby. Interesting. Some interesting stuff. Ooh. Yep. Okay, so the shadow is we're working on trying to regain our success. It's reversed. This is the success card and it came out reversed. So the old days of lots of money and lots of fun times and lots of big tycoons and stuff is over. That doesn't mean you're never going to have a good time again. It just means that the old paradigm of America as a big money making thing is going to end. And we have to create a new reality. Like, what did it used to be like? You know, when people had their, my grandparents homesteaded. Both of my grandparents did. My mother's parents came from Kansas, and back then this would have been like the early 1900s. I don't know exactly what year it was, but you could claim land for free or maybe a small amount of money because it wasn't settled. So they went to Wyoming and they claimed 220 acres and they opened a restaurant, a gas station, and a dude ranch. And that's where but that didn't come till later. My mother was raised in a log cabin. They rode horseback. My grandfather was a sheriff of the town, and he shot game to feed the family. They couldn't really grow much because Wyoming is snowy most of the year. But he shot game, and I don't know where they got their veggies from, but they had a good life. And my mother was able to become a concert pianist. And I spent one summer there, excuse me, as a waitress in the restaurant when I was 15. Excuse me. I hope they're not interfering. And for recreation, they did a square dance in town once a month, and I went out on a date on horseback. Life was very simple. We lived in the back of the restaurant. And she cooked every day and made 3 pies every night. And it was very, very simple. I think we're going to return to a time like that maybe a combination of modern and old, because this separated super assembly line life is not going to work. It's not going to work for the future, nor is, hi Ann, nor is AI. Don't worry about AI. Just don't interact with it. Don't be putting your avatars up on Facebook, just so you know. That's what they're going to use to replace you on AI. You need to not integrate yourself with them in any way, shape, or form. So anyway, let's go on with the reading. So the bottom card is it shows we're out of balance. It's the reverse 2 of Cups, and then the card on top of it is the reverse Mother. So what this is that we've been living through a period of suppression of the Divine Mother and an imbalance of the Divine Feminine, the Sacred Masculine. That's what this card is, would be true love, the perfect balance between male and female, but it's reversed. So in this particular scenario of this question, it's about the imbalance on this planet of the male and the female. And it's about the fact that the main reason that all this is going on is the suppression of the Divine Mother since the beginning of time. So this is the great mother who loves everyone here. This is Mother Mary. And she's reversed right at the beginning of this reading. It's time to bring her back, folks. I'm telling you right now, I'm moving stronger into my divine motherhood. We will not be silenced. We will not be suppressed, and we are going to heal this planet. And then crossing, though, I'm here to tell you, got a very positive card for the world. Abundance. We're coming into abundance. The moment you liberate the divine feminine in your heart, abundance is yours, and it's effortless. You will never have to try again to scrabble for money. Then the foundation of this reading is really good. This is a very esoteric deck, by the way. It's not like a regular. Don't compare it to any old school tarot deck. This one comes from very high level. Let's put it that way. So this is the Seven of Cups reverse, illusions of success. What this means reversed is really good. It means that we're finally waking up. This way means you're living in Dreamyville. You're living in like Disneyland, and ooh, everything's hunky-dory forever and ever and ever, and cake and cookies and parties all the time. That's over. So this means that we're waking up to the reality of what's happening in this world, and that means the change is coming. So the worst of the change is upon us now. It hasn't really happened yet. So recent past was that we lost our confidence because of the events that have happened in the world. And America was a very confident, kind of cocky, brash nation, but we're not that anymore. It's not going to be like that in the future either. We won't have that privilege to do that. We're going to be in a level playing field where everybody's the same. Nobody's above anybody. It's time to go get some. Now that card, the Eight of Stones reversed, is wisdom that we need to be gaining, I believe. Yeah, that's the immediate future. Is there something? Oh, there it is. Yeah. A great truth is about to be revealed to you. And that's what's happening here on the planet. A great truth is about to be revealed to everyone. And when that happens, it's going to explode all over the planet. And it's not any one thing, it's a lot of things. You know, it's all the things that are about to happen. And it's all the people that are about to leave us. And it's all the events that just occurred. And all the events that are about to occur. And all of that's going to explode into our consciousness. And we're going to see some changes. So us in the reading is actually a very positive card. This is a loving father is returning. So these two need to be together, Father of Cups and Mother of Cups. So guess who's in power? Just the father. The mother's being eliminated. And that's why we're not okay. As soon as they are equal, standing side by side, everything's going to be okay. So right now we're under control of the father energy, and that's being torn away. It's not going to last. And so what we need to do, the new start coming, is the Ace of Cups. Really a good card. This is a positive new start is coming. This is abundance, love, but it come with it is the emotional divine feminine side, emotions, mysticism, intuition, creation, nurturing, all the things that the mother is. This is the new start that's coming for us, and it's upon us. It's upon us now. This is a very positive card. Then it doesn't surprise me that the atmosphere in our thoughts and what's happening around us is the death card. And this is not a physical death. This is the death of the old system. The death of the matrix is happening now. And the new start is coming. An abundant, this is the cup that runneth over. An abundant new start is coming. But first is the death. And then we have two really positive cards for our outcome. First, you're going to need to have, this is the Seven of Wands, which is courage. You're going to need to hang on to your courage and grab it. It's being offered to you. Strength and courage is being offered to you because you're going to need it to get through this transformation. If you haven't started your healing, whoa, watch out. If you haven't faced your transformation, yikes, is all I have to say. You're about to get kicked in the hiney. You better get your courage screwed up because it's coming. It's going to hit you like a freight train. And then after the worst is over, we have a very positive male figure again which needs to come with the female who's going to be watching over us. This father is the guardian who watches over his family. This mother is the same. And why is she suppressed and he isn't? Because that's what's happening on the planet. See her above us. Anywhere you go in the world, the women are at the bottom, absolute bottom of the barrel in every society. Our voices are silenced. We're paid less. We're not allowed freedoms to, if you become a mother, you can kiss your freedom goodbye. That's for sure. And that's a good thing to be a mother. But if you don't have a supportive, equal partner, it's very difficult. So these two need to be together, positively together. So we're still dealing with the father energy. So I'm going to put these two up, and I'm going to pull a couple of more cards on them. The death card. Let's do those three. And I also want to see the energy of the day and the Rose Oracle. Let's see what's happening. Okay, what's it gonna take, universe? What's it gonna take? I'm gonna remind everybody, if you just joined, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Salini Divine Mother. Salini, SALINI Divine Mother. Trying to get it going. It is if you get enough people, you can make some money. But my old one was taken down, so this is all new. No, I can't talk about what stuff. So here we go. What do we got? Anything else? Okay, good. Okay. So for the mother card, there's a truce. There's no more war with her. There's going to be a truce where she's allowed to come forth. Like above here, that's Mother Mary. That's what's going to save the world, folks. It's nothing to do with war, nothing to do with the male energy, and that's nothing against male energy. There's plenty of it here. We've got like 99% yang and 1% feminine energy. It's the mother energy flowing across the planet that's going to wash away conflict and heal the separation in our consciousness. And then here comes the feminine possibilities. This is a card of divine feminine possibilities are coming once the truce has happened. But there's a big grieving coming for us all. And that's because it's the mother energy heals us. And so those who need to grieve the long time wounds of this planet will be grieving them. I know that I've done so much grieving in this lifetime, but I'm at peace now, and I forgive. I forgive those who hurt me. It doesn't bother me anymore. And we just need to pass through the grieving part. That's the healing, is the grieving. And then the father card, we got, when the father card joins with the mother card, this is the moon, the female energy. Intuition, mysticism, emotions, creation. When he joins with her, the planet heals. Until then, there's a suppression of abundance. That's what this is abundance reversed. Until these two are polarized equally, there will be a suppression of abundance. And here it is. Oh, I love this card, reversed. So this is the father. We keep getting this card, just the father coming up. This is when we finally tell him to take a hike. This is the man. This is the authority figure. This is the world leaders. And this is the establishment, the man, the emperor. So when it's reversed, it means we finally overthrown this oppressive male energy that's not good male energy. It's toxic male energy. And once we combine ourselves with the male, the good male, then, and he comes back to his intuition and his heart, we're going to be okay. So we're there. We're almost there. We're throwing off the oppression. So then comes the death card. And until we experience a death of the old, our success is suppressed. Until we experience the death of the old, we won't make it into our oneness, but we're going there. It's coming because this card is upright. We're almost there. I think we're almost there. The death is happening right now. And then ultimately, look what we got. Father of Swords, the good male leader, the best male leader. So these are coming together. This mother card is coming together with this father card really positively. So we're going to be okay. Yes, thank you for saying that. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. I appreciate those of you who went ahead and subscribed. I'll start doing videos there, and I'll probably do a lot of card readings and just healing talking. It's going to be a fun, loving channel. It's not going to be this nasty old stuff I've been talking about. I'm trying to wake everybody up about the bad guys, but I feel like it's time for me to leave that behind and go into the love. Hi, Christopher. Yes, hi. I love you all. They've been keeping me down, but now I raise my hand as a pure divine mother, and it's just going to be love. It's going to be all love. So go to that YouTube channel and my Rumble channel, please, and subscribe. And the Rumble channel is salini.love or just Salini. And that way I can keep talking to you guys, They just have the gag order going on. Okay, so I'm going to pull out what's the energy of the day? Oh, boy. That's what that is. Got a whole bunch of the beads came off of my beautiful scarf. I couldn't figure out what it was. What is the energy of today? Let's keep it light heart. What do you think it might be? Energy of today. Show me, Holy Spirit, Divine Mother, energy of today. Somewhere here. Ooh, contract. So we are living out our soul contracts right now, but that's going to come to an end. And we're going to make a new one. We're going to make a contract with the divine instead of with the oppressor, with our slave masters. So that's contract. Okay. This could even be for me, I don't know, but it says here, business contract ready to be signed, a new job, a new home, a new commitment. The scales of justice are underway. It's going to be a positive contract. Since I got it upright, it's a positive contract. It could be for all of us. We're all about to sign a new soul contract, folks, where we're not anybody's slave anymore. We're sovereign and we're free. So there's that. And then here's the Rose Oracle, which is all this beautiful love cards. The Rose Oracle. And let's pull a couple of those out and see what's going on. The Rose Oracle is definitely divine feminine. Rose Oracle is divine feminine, very divine feminine. Okay, what have we got? 3 Rose Oracles, please. This one. This one. Okay, this one wants to come out. Nose itches. Okay, we got the Wild Rose, first of all. It's the last one. The wild rose, which is do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness, untamed. And when people say that there's something wrong with you, forget about it. Forget about it. You need to bloom your own way, folks. The wild rose knows her true unique nature and wants you to remember yours. She knows that what makes you wild makes you free. That's what kept us contained, is when we were constricted. Whatever it was that kept us contained caused us harm, but that's over. We need to be unique, diverse, and whoever we are. So this card is an invitation to do which would make you feel the most free, to trust in everything that makes you stand out, and to realize that you were never meant to fit in. You were never meant to grow in a perfect, cultivated way. You were never meant to bloom in unison with someone else. Nature is full of diversity, and it's imperative to its survival, but it's the same for you. When you come to be who you are, just like each flower is unique, then that's when you are free and abundant. So you got that. Then we got the reunion, which is all of us coming. We're finding each other. Soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. The reunion. So let's see what's happening with the reunion. Reunion is 108. Ooh, here it is. What we're going through. This current period in history has been spoken of by mystics throughout the ages, and you chose to incarnate right in the middle of it. You didn't do so alone. We came here in waves and with joint soul missions. Right on. You were never meant to walk this life alone. It's time to come back together with your soul friends, to remember that we're not in competition, but we hold the keys for each other. This is the way of the rose, to bloom bravely, regardless of what others are doing, and not be threatened when others do this alongside you. The rose doesn't open and close according to who's walking by. She reveals her beauty to the world without waver. You're here to do that too. There are people who, at a soul level, have chose to walk alongside you. But for them to find you, you must first go out in the world and let them see you. So reveal yourself to the world and identify who you are, especially as a woman. We don't feel safe, but it's time, we're ready, and that people are going to bloom together. So that's the reunion. We got that. And finally, we got Sub Rosa. Sub Rosa, what is that? Sub Rosa 126. Hidden in plain sight, the mysteries of learning and teaching. Okay, here it is. I have heard of this before. Mysteries, learning and teaching. Can't really see it very well, sorry. The rose has been a symbol of secrecy for millennia. The ancient Romans wore rose garlands on special occasions. The conversations that took place under the roses were called sub rosa, or under the rose. It was understood that things said under the rose would be kept secret. And so there's also an image of Horus sitting with a rose and holding his finger to his lips, symbolizing silence about the mysteries of this world. The phrase sub rosa may have its origins in ancient Greece, but the time has come for us to uncover and remember these secrets and mysteries, the truth. Secrets that are waiting to be found, teachings that your soul might be ready to learn. Look beyond what your eyes can see and dig deeper. You're here to uncover lost wisdom, ancient secrets, and deep mysteries. And you're being called to the great mysteries. What is your role, folks, in that? Are you a teacher, a guide, a mystic? Are you being called to question the unknown? I don't know. But there you have it, Sub Rosa. So we got some really super good cards, which I think guide us tonight. And that's what I'm here to do. I want you guys to find your true soul purpose, whatever it is. I want to support you to do that. I want you to feel loved and supported in finding your true soul purpose. You're not alone. And many of us have walked alone. I've walked alone, but I found all of you. My family is all of you. You guys are like family to me. And so I'm here to support you as much as I can back. And that means just being here and showing up from time to time. So I hope you'll come tonight and we can talk more about this at the Reiki Circle. The Zoom link is on the front of my webpage, live there. It's about midway down and it says Zoom in big red letters. Click on that. There's no password. People keep saying, oh, I don't know the password. There's no password. Come and join us. I popped some popcorn for us. The show is on and good stuff is coming. Join me. Join me in the Zoom and receive a healing tonight. The mysteries of your soul are about to be revealed. All right, we'll see you in the Reiki Circle. Bye for now, and I love you forever and ever and ever.